Here we go.
Thank you. Once again, good morning, everyone in the room. Thank you very much, Professor, from the organizing team, for extending this opportunity to me. Uh, as you already know, I'm traveling to some other country, staying in some other country, and talking to some other country. and these three different situations came my mind with very interesting questions. So I'll ensure today I will not answer any of your pre-existing question, but I will leave so many questions with you so that like the ultimate objective of this session is not to answer, is to leaving the questions. Whether the technology is a triad or with the talk of the town, everyone is talking about AI. Everyone is also talking about customer engagement. And with the periphery of technology and tourism and hospitality context, service robots are also talked a lot. But the limitation is, the idea is for this whole session, the idea is about, is there a triad, is there a triangle which intersect where these three different theme, three different genre are intersecting on this front? When we talk about this, is there a triad? That leads another question in my mind, which primarily talk about, are we talking about high tech or high touch? Tourism and hospitality is all about touch, whereas technology going into a direction where we are talking about high tech. Yes, post pandemic, the travel has already taken a J curve. So we have went down during the pandemic, and then we are booming again with the travel, hospitality, and all these industries on again on boom. For about 3 years, most of us, most of people like us, professors or industry people, were in worrisome situation, which says, what will happen to our students? Will we be able to place them? Will they get the job? Is the job market ready? The most affected industry, most affected segment after the medical and all these facilities was tourism and hospitality. We went down, and then we are booming again. We are booming again due to post-pandemic recovery. And as per my opinion, because I am a technology enthusiast, as per my opinion, digital disruption is also helping us in doing so. We look at how technology is shaping the next decade, maybe artificial intelligence. I'm not sure how long it will remain, but for now, you can say the artificial intelligence will remain here. It's not going anywhere for sure. Nobody can say how long it will be, 10 years, 20 years, 50 years. I don't know. Nobody knows if something comes tomorrow and disrupt artificial intelligence on this front. We're not sure. Today, we don't have any choice of artificial intelligence. When we talk about this triad, service robots, all of us have seen and sometimes feel excited. Robot is leaving me to the hotel room, and robot is doing this, robot is doing cleaning, robot is servicing, robot is serving the food and all that stuff. That keeps me engaged for a moment, for a time, but that doesn't keep me engaged for a longer time, because there is a monotonous situation after a point. After all, we are human. A few minutes before, which we are talking about high tech or high touch. Hospitality, tourism and hospitality, as per my point of view, is high touch industry. High tech can be adopted, can be an integration. We will decide towards the end of the session how long we can, or how we can integrate these two things. But ultimate objective remains to enhance the experience of the individuals, experience of the travelers, the experience of somebody who is traveling to a situation. It is not about the industry, it is also about the life cycle of the city. How do you feel leaving a city? Like, I'm traveling with my wife on this tour. Yesterday evening, we were sitting on the window of our room and we were thinking leaving the city is difficult, though that's a small town. Is probably is a good combination of high tech and high touch. How do we balance is still remains the question, but let me talk about what are the strategic business imperative if we are able to manage it well. So if you look at the competitiveness, which is the primary objective of business management educators, is AI. With the help of AI, we are able to make smarter decisions, personalizations, and higher earning plus 15 to 25%. Talk about resilience is automation ensures the continuity, crisis, continuity, at least in terms of crisis, and safe contactless services on that front. Look at the pandemic situation. I believe all of us will be able to recall the pandemic situation. The contactless services, everyone was thinking, well, can I have this contactless? Even in that situation, when no human is able to do it, technology will do it. So we are talking about two different extremes. One is humanized, second is technology. Technology is good for how long? Nobody knows. Human is good for since too long. Human is already good for since too long, but will remain trustable, will remain important component throughout this process that makes difference. And then yes, the most important thing is efficiency. People says robot reduce cost, solve labor shortage, optimize workforce. But I have a few more questions here. It is reducing the cost, but buying a robot itself is a cost. So you get a human, for example, in India, we get a human on service for 30,000 rupees. We get a human in 30 to 50,000 rupees to work on monthly. So if it is round the year, even if it is a round the year question, it is not a question of more than 6 lakhs a year. But the cost of robot is already in 30, 40 lakhs that way in Indian currency I'm talking about. 30, 40 lakhs, and then the chances of getting the robot obsolete, getting the is not robot getting any technology obsolete is another question which we are struggling with on this. And yes, your customers will remain loyal on this. Digital engagement builds deeper and lasting customer relationship for sure. So these are the four different dimensions where uh, strategic business imperative, because tourism and hospitality alone cannot survive. We have to think about what is the business in it. Are my businesses, are my client of the client? Like if I'm a DMO, the tourist is client of my client, and that my client is not my direct employee, is not somebody whom I'm directly engaged. I'm just a regulator. Managing these four triads on four different quadrants will remain difficult and challenging, even into you adopt technology by any ways, any means. Nobody is going to ask on that front. Now let's talk about a very specific situation into the tourism. I was just thinking yesterday night, what is like a first session any marketing professor teaches into the marketing class is STP, segmentation, targeting, and positioning. Any marketing class or any business class would have the first session on segmentation. What if you need not to think about who is my target, who is my segment, where to target, and then how to position? The segment is one. No other segments are left. Due to hyper personalization, maybe AI is able to help us on that, or maybe artificial intelligent chatbots or virtual assistant. Nowadays, you just open any website and you'll see a pop-up. How can I help you? You open the bookings.com, you open the Travelog, Travel Bazaar, or you open any other website which is facilitating the tourist. Even yesterday, I opened LNER International, UK-based travel train booking app. Everywhere you'll see the chatbots are popping up. How can I help you? I was thinking, why are they so desperate to help me? Like, is it required? I don't need their help sometimes. That is another question we need to think about. Are we managing our websites well, or mismanaging our websites or technology, utilizing our capabilities of using technology on that front? And yes, with the help of AI, we are able to predict well, analytics are doing well, pricing dynamics are doing well, and anything on this front is doing well. I'm sure all of us will be able to recall that Expedia recommendation engine or Marriott AI upselling. Like when you buy this one, you can. In Edinburgh, I was staying into a Marriott property. When I booked the Marriott property about 30 days before, and in these 30 days, they have sent me 15 emails. And all of these are AI-based emails, AI-based campaigns says you can upgrade your room. You can buy this extra, you can buy that extra, we can do this extra, we can do that extra, from this king size room to larger room. You will get a suite on the smaller cost. When they see the suite is getting vacant, nobody is looking at those, they'll start sending you the email, you have already booked it. There is a higher opportunity. Earlier, when I was booking in terms of pounds, earlier when I was booking, this was about 500, not sorry, 500 for whole, 200 pounds for 1 day when I was booking it. So I booked a room which is costing about 120 pounds. So the balance remain is 80 pounds. And on this cross-selling and upselling mechanism, the Marriott was selling this room to me in 30 pounds or 40 pounds, and I bought it. Yes, this was AI upselling because AI can constantly keep the watch. No human is required here. AI can keep the watch, which room is looked after, which room is not looked after. If people are not looking at this room, why don't we sell this room to somebody who has already booked? That reminds me that we should not forget about service robots. Professor, please help me if this video is audible.
The official partner of the
Oh, I'm sorry, they are playing advertisement.
UEFA Conference League.
So we'll skip down this video. So forgive me if I'm pronouncing it incorrectly. Phone robot guide at Alistrati Cave in Greece. This robot is having the first part is a completely automated guide in multiple languages and multiple ways. Uh, you can customize your tour for this. The power is definitely 24/7. If you have the license, if your government permits 24/7 to serve your open your bars, then robot is there. If you're hiring a human, you will get 3 shifts. So you need 3 human, but your robot is doing it for 24/7. Nobody is asking the question. Robot is not asking the question that. Don't forget the question. Buying a robot itself is a cost. And yes, service robots are suitable for concierge, delivery, cleaning, guiding, and good for. While we are working on this service robot, so I develop a service robot suitability matrix. And this is a paper which is very recently accepted in service operations and informatics. So we were looking at how these service robots are working into the actual conditions. So we did a survey in good number of Asian countries. And we have decided two different dimensions. One was customer interaction complexity, and second dimension on the x-axis, you can see service delivery impact. And we have decided if the complexity is low and the delivery impact is also low, then these robots can work as a support robot like chatbots, like luggage delivery drones, or these Amazon delivery drones, or hotel room delivery robots. So robot is leaving to you up to the room. But when your customer interaction complexity is high and service delivery impact is low, your robots can work on tour guide robots, which we have just seen an example, and then airport concierge robot or shopping assistant robots. Robots can help you. This suits you. This doesn't suits you. What kind of color suits you? What kind of colors doesn't suits you? You are a heighted person. Even if you wear stripes, you will get people perceive to see more heights on that. We have very recently observed one shopping assistant robots, or maybe you might be able to recall that virtual try-ons, right? Virtual try-ons. But today, people are able to see which shade of lipstick is looking better with them, which shade of foundation, which shirt or which suit is suiting me more. Virtual try-ons are helping me like anything on this front. If your service delivery impact is high and your customer interaction complexity is low, not much interaction is required. These robots can work in operation. Check-in, check-out kiosk. I've seen a robot in Germany where we are staying in a hotel. We had robot-based check-in. So you come, take your card, tell the robot your last name and your booking reference number if any required, and then you can. This card is automatically charged, and you will get to the room, and a robot can help you in an assistance, or maybe automated ticket vending machine, which all of us might have used one point of time in our life. So just go to the airport and check your ticket number and you'll get the boarding pass. These are the operational efficiencies which robots are able to attain. People don't, if you do not want to change your seat in the flight, you do not want to be in queue. So there are robots which are taking your luggage, priority check-in luggage, or even automatic check-in luggage on this front. And there are robots which can help you in getting a boarding pass. But still, they did not find any way how to cross the immigration with the robots. And on the top, when your service complexity, delivery impact and customer interaction complexity is very high, we talk about experience robot, in-room butler robot, interactive entertainment robot. So they have converted your television and your interactive entertainment robots on that front. However, there are different formats or different means of finding these robots. The biggest challenge, the biggest problem here, most of us thinks robots is a machine which looks like human. Most of us thinks like when we just think of robot, we are able to recall that Hollywood movies and Terminators, and we think those are only robots. Any machine which is helping me in daily operations is not robot. Any chatbot is a robot. Any machine which is helping you in day-to-day routine regulations based operations is a robot that way. So with the help of these AI service robots, we are able to convert this triad to the quadrant, and we are able to take this to the 4 different quadrants on this way, like AI powered engagement, chatbot, predictive offers, customized offer. What are you looking for? So somebody who is traveling with the wife, what could be the option? Somebody who is traveling with the friend, what could be the option? One of my friend who is traveling with his friend. So the offer this Marriott-based chatbot has already asked the name and the gender. And when they know, okay, there are 2 males in the room, they have sent us a customized mail. Do you need a twin bedroom? Twin bed, room with the twin beds? If that is the case, this much level of productivity, predictive offers are engaged there that way. Immersive tools like virtual reality, augmented reality is nowadays is a talk of town. It's not nobody is aware about these aspects. You just take any city bus, hop and hop off bus. There are good number of them have an audio facility. And good number of times you might have seen the kiosk where you can see any destination. Nowadays, even this headsets are available to visit any place on that front. right? Then mobile loyalty apps, whatever apps you open, these apps gives you 5% discount or 2% discount and 4% discount on next trip on these stuff on and off. And yes, user generated contents. Nobody knows how long they will take us. Evaluating sentiments in user generated contents. If they are positive, what are the themes? What are the things which they are positive? If they are negative, what are the themes which they are negative? And yes, influential partnership is also leading us on that front. So I'm coming towards the end of the discussion. We have started with the generic definitions of these things, but today we need to talk about what people are thinking, how this is going global. Like in Asia, Japan, China, and Korea, they are talking about full automation so that they can make full automated factories, full automated hotels. They can make all these stuff. If you remember all these robot butler in the room, all these experiments have started from China, not from the Western place. Talk about the North America. In fact, some of the South America as well. They are talking about AI personalization, biometric boarding, Alexa in hotels, and how these things are changing their lives. Europe is becoming very smart, and they are the first one to bring that GDPR norm, AI Act. Smart tourism, ethical AI is the ultimate question, is the ultimate deal for the destination managers in Europe. And Middle East is taking larger than any of these four. So they have talked about mega projects, which is one of them is in UAE, NEOM, the complete smart city, artificial intelligence based city. They're not still able to do it, but they are planning to do it, and their structure is ready, their formats are ready, and they have started selling these ideas to the foreign nationals. You want to live into a AI based city? Safety is not your concern, is our concern. Security is our concern. Delivery is our concern. Everything is our concern. You need to focus your concern only on the earnings. The Middle East is primarily focusing more about bigger project about AI based cities, AI based infrastructure, AI based this and AI based that. Now let's talk about very specific to Greece. The national AI strategy is AI strategy is about tourism is a priority sector. And when they have talked about tourism as a priority sector, their initiatives are like Olympian Lens, AI tourist guides, reviews, AI analysis of visitor reviews and how are they analyzed into the live situations, augmented reality and virtual reality for museums and archaeological sites maybe. Greece blends Floxinia with the digital innovation. Floxinia is a name of, I'm not sure, but name of somebody who is very popular in Greece. And how are they combined with the digital clocks on that front? And then towards the end, we need to talk about ethics in using technology and service robots is primarily privacy, surveillance versus services, bias, job replacement is the concern to the managers. Managerial challenges are cost, training, return on investment, and you would say management of the machine is not difficult in comparison to human, but management of the machine includes a a good number of logistics on this front. And yes, experiential balancing, efficiency, and the warmth of human hospitality is the matter of concern for everyone. My position here is the robots are interesting, but it can't replace human contacts. And if I talk about the persuasive argument on this, we need to think about adopt and adapt, or risk being left behind. FOMO, fear of missing out. Oh my God, only I did not do this tour. Or maybe customer tolerance for outdated service is gone. Or maybe competitors using AI robots raise expectations. Maybe survival is innovation. Survival is innovation, but not nostalgia on this front for sure. So the blended service model, I propose a blended service model which is high tech plus high touch is equals to the best of the best from the both the worlds. Let's robot handle the routine. Let human focus on empathy and creativity. How can we create the better world for humans as well as for robots? Let's the guest choose their preferred mix of kiosk versus receptionist, chatbots versus concierge. This triad gives me an opportunity. AI plus robot plus engagement is equals to cornerstone of tourism's next chapter. AI is not a threat, it's a chance to become smarter, safer, more human, which is a need of the town. And call to action is invest now in pilots, skills, and partnership. My closing statement is the future of tourism belongs to the technology enabled, but we also need to think about how human can fix that technology on that interface. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Any questions, I'll be happy to help.